Mexico trip when I was pregnant.
What? No.
Let's just say I almost.
What?
Yeah, they tried to my baby on. Yeah.
Why?
Hey guys, so I'm back as I said I would be. Right now my mind is like reeling, so I've been trying to categorize like everything I want to talk about and everything I'm gonna put out there, which is gonna be everything, but I'm just like trying to like think of like where to start. But right now I'm just gonna focus on clearing my name and really talk about like what she said happened that didn't happen here when she came to live with me. So yeah, let me get started. So I live in Mexico, but like I'm originally from Dallas. I was born and raised over there, but I'm over here with my husband. Um, yeah, so I got a call from my brother, which y'all know he's in the federal prison, and we have a very close relationship. Him, myself, and my sister, and he called me and he was like really upset and could barely talk. And I was like, "What's up, brother? Are you okay?" And he was like, "No, it's my baby." And I was like, "What's wrong?" When he talks about like it's his baby, he's referring to Valerie because she was daddy's little girl. Like he'd do anything for her. He'd been backwards for her, like whatever she wanted. Like he'll go out of his way to get it for her. Like there's like she never wanted for anything. But anyway, so he started telling me that she didn't have nowhere to go, which didn't surprise me because she never has anywhere to go. Her mom's always kicking her out, or either she's leaving because she doesn't want to abide by her mother's rules, because she's always been rebellious like that. If she can't have her way, she spazzes out. Like, she'll wild out and do the most craziest, evilest shit, literally. Like, she's a manipulator. She's a liar, a compulsive liar, guys. And, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. Everything I'm going to be exposing in this videos about her, it's bad. But anyway, she so I told my brother what what can I do? And he was like, please, can you just take her in, like, just until she has a baby? And I got quiet because I was like, oh crap, like I just had a fallout with her, like, and I've dealt with her for so many years that I knew that bringing her into my home, it was going to cause a lot of conflicts, problems, because of how she is. Anyways, guys, so I told my brother, okay, look, I'm going to help you. I was like, because I don't want you to stress. I got you, baby. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm going to do this for you. And I'm going to see if, like, me and her can get past the problem that we had. And he was like, please, sister, like, man, like, that's my baby. I said, I got you. So I was like, but I need you to hang up with me, call her, and then y'all call me on three-way. I was like, because I do want to talk to her, and I just want to put some things on the table where you can hear, because I don't want any problems. And he was like, nah, I bet. So he hung up, they called me, and I'm like, hey, Val, so I just got off the phone with your dad, and he, explained to me your situation, so I'm willing to take you in. The only thing I ask of you is to please respect my household. I was like, and just please be good to my kids. That's all I ask. And she was like, yeah, I know. She was like, yeah, I know. And I was like, okay. I was like, whatever problems that me and you had, I was like, we're just gonna leave that in the past, and while you're here, we can work on that and maybe talk about it and like come to like good terms to where we could put it behind us. She was dry the whole time, guys, but I was just like, oh, whatever, right? So then after that, we hung up, and I called my cousin in San Antonio, and I was like, hey, cuz, I need you to do me a big favor. And I explained to her the situation. I was like, she was like, when do you want me to go get her? And I was like, can you like do it now? And she was like, yeah. So I cashed after her some money, and she went to go pick her up. She drove all the way from San Antonio to Terrell to pick her up. And like they didn't sleep anywhere. She went to pick her up and drove all the way back. So my cousin was like, hey, I know somebody that can take her to the border. And I said, and I know somebody that can pick her up at the border. And she was like, okay, bet. So it was during the summer, guys, so it was freaking hot. It was like 108 degrees. Literally, it was really, really hot. This girl, like you always say, you're always in sweatpants. She's always in sweatpants. She was in sweatpants when she came over here to stay with me. And this little crop top, her titties were like almost falling out, guys. And well, I didn't know that she had to, cross the bridge, to enter Mexico. I didn't find that out till afterwards. But anyways, when she got over here, I went to pick her up in Palau, which is a little town like 30 minutes away from my home. And I brought her back. It was kind of, the energy was off. You could feel the tension, but I was trying to downplay it. Like, hey, how was your trip? Like, I know you're tired. Are you hungry? Like, when we get home, you could take a shower, so you can change and refresh yourself. Maybe if you want to get some rest. I don't know, Val. And she was like, yeah, whatever. So we got here. Okay, guys. So during the she only lasted here. She lasted here 6 days. Okay, but that happens everywhere she goes. I'm surprised she's lasted over there, but then I'm not really, because she's hanging around people that are just like her or worse or whatever. But she she wouldn't pick up after herself, and I have a big problem with that. Like, I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm just asking you to pick up after yourself. I can take care of me and my kids and my husband, but pick up after yourself. And she wouldn't. So I would have to constantly tell her, or like, she didn't have clothes. She only had sweatpants and just like skimpy ass clothes and stuff. And I told her, hey, I'm gonna take you to go buy some clothes, because she would be in like some little bitty booty shorts and like these little tops, the little tube tops. And it made my husband feel uncomfortable, because she doesn't know how to sit down. Like, she'll reach over the table and her titties like almost like you can see half of her nipple. And I'm like, Val, like, cover yourself. And she'll be like, oh, like not giving a crap. And then anyways, so during all that happened, on the 6th day, my cousins from San Antonio came to visit me. And we're gonna do a cookout. So over here, guys, when I wash clothes, I hang it on a clothing line outside, so it can just air dry, like just naturally, with the wind. And then it was hot, so it's like, and I asked her, she was in the room, in my daughter's room, and I came in the room and I was like, hey Val, can you do me a favor? Can you please take the towels down, mija, and fold them and put them up? And she was like, didn't say nothing, but she got upset. She got off the bed. She had her phones in her hand. And when she walked out and went outside, she threw them on the table with attitude. So I went behind her. And I'm like, hey, really? I was like, you have a problem with me asking you to take the towels down? Like, those are towels that you've used, you know what I mean? That I washed, and you have a problem, like, taking them down. Like, what the hell's your problem, Val? So I got this attitude, guys, because I'm like, she's straight up blatantly, like, just disrespectful. I asked her to do something so simple, and she just, like, gave me attitude. Like it was unnecessary. So anyways, when she came back inside, I followed her inside, and I was like, hey, you know what? If you don't want to be here, you can just pack your shit and get the hell out. You can get out. Like, go somewhere else. Go somewhere else where maybe you can find somebody that's going to tolerate you, because I'm not going to deal with this. Like, I talked to you. I told you what I had to tell you in front of your dad. And I'm just not going to, I'm not going to do this, Val. Because you're so disrespectful. Like, what I've gone out of my way. My husband went out of his way to buy her, like, food that she maybe have craving. We have, air, we have AC, we have heater, we have everything. Like, she was like just so ungrateful, dude. Like, she, in other videos, she was talking about that it was hot, that she couldn't turn on. Like, in one video she said that I couldn't, like, that I would wake her up at 7 a.m. That's a lie, guys. That is a lie. Like, I don't even wake up at 7 a.m. Well, it was during the summertime. My daughter wasn't in school, so I would sleep in till like probably 8, and get up and then like start taking care of like my home duties and stuff, like picking up and stuff. But that I would wake her up at 7 a.m. That I would have her doing this and that. Guys, she didn't do crap. She didn't do nothing. Like, she'll come out of the shower, leave the towel just thrown in the shower, and I have to get it and go outside and hang it up, because she doesn't pick up after herself. She's just trifling and nasty like that, and that's the kind of person she's been since forever. And she hasn't changed. And you would think that she would have learned, now that she's 20, to pick up after herself and be clean. But no, she's very disorganized, and She's just nasty. Anyways, to make the long story short, I told her to leave. She was packing her stuff, so I left so I can clear my mind. And then when I got back, she was gone. And then, guys, she goes to San Antonio with my cousin. But that's going to be in the next video. And what I have to tell y'all about over there is going to blow y'all's wit back. But one thing I am going to say, I never once told her that I was going to do anything to her, had any plans of unaliving her and to do something to the baby. So this is part one. And it's hey guys, so I just dropped the first video where I'm talking about the situation that happened between Valerie and myself, when she was talking about that I said that, or that I planned, right? She said that I planned to unalive and the baby and sell them, which that is BS. That was, girl, like, I'm just like trying to like what the hell, like like she has a vivid imagination, guys, and for her to concoct and fabricate these lies and just like, yes daddy, I'll fix it in a minute, for her to just like come up with this stuff, it just like, it doesn't blow my mind, guys. I'm used to this behavior and this kind of stuff coming from her, because like I said, there's a lot of stuff that she's done that I'm gonna put out there. But anyways, I just want to add that when I followed her into the room, I left the room and I went back outside and I told my cousins that were visiting that they were like, what's going on? I was like, nothing. Like, she just got mad. They're like, why did she do that? Even my cousins from San Antonio, because they had came to visit, and we were doing a cookout, and that's why I had to ask Val if she could take the towels down, because I didn't want them to smell like smoke. And that's when they seen the whole little attitude from her, and they seen that I came in behind her. So then I went back outside, guys, and they were like, well, Prima, we're just gonna go ahead and go. And I was like, oh, like, I'm really sorry, that this is happening. They were like, no, it's good, you're good, because they don't know her, because see, Valerie doesn't know my father's side of the family, so when before I came back inside, I called my brother's girlfriend, and I was like, hey, look, this is what's happening, because I talked to her, like, we have a really beautiful relationship, and like, we video call, we talk all the time. So I called her because she knew how I felt about Valerie coming over here. Like, I was like, oh God, like, I'm, I just don't want any problems, she's just the person that I would like talk to, So before I came in here, I called her and I was like, hey, I'm gonna have you on video call because I just want you to see and hear what's going on, in case if she tries to tell my brother anything or otherwise. No, in case she tries to tell my brother otherwise, you're my witness, because you got to be like that with Valerie, because like I said, you see, like, she's concocting all these lies and they're like way overboard, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't just like say any little thing. Like, she just like goes far and beyond. So like, my homegirl, like my brother's girlfriend, she was like, yeah, I got you. So I had her on, video call, and I'm like talking to Valerie, and Valerie is like, I didn't even want to be here. And I was like, so why did you come? Like, why would you go along with my brother and do what my brother's asking of you to come over here if you knew you weren't going to be comfortable, or you didn't want to be here, or for whatever? Like, I haven't done anything to you. Like, I've gone out of my way and you're just so freaking ungrateful. Like, what have me and my sister ever done to you? Like, we've always wanted, like, I just started telling her, it was that pent up, like, frustration of, like, trying to get through to her. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, what have we done? Like, we've done everything, Valerie. Why do you do this? Why do you act like that? Like, all we've ever wanted to do was help you. Like, be there for you. Like, you what do you want? And she was like, I don't want to be. I was like, well, get your shit and go. Then get your stuff and go. Just leave my house. Go. So the fact that she said that I was plotting all this, and guys, if you think about it, if I was really plotting to do something like that, like, wouldn't I be under investigation? Or, like, wouldn't she have called the cops on me? Like, come on, guys. Like, that's the first time I heard about it was, when the video was sent to me. Because, see, I don't follow her on TikTok. Like, I don't look for her videos. If it pops up on my FYI page, like, I don't even click on it because I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? And seeing or knowing or none of that. But videos get sent to me. Like just this morning, my sister sent me a video where yesterday she posted a video talking about that, you know, I went to her house and I was telling her mom all kinds of crap, and that she was listening through because I said one of her darkest secrets. Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you about that secret she was talking about, and yeah, yeah, that dark secret. Yeah, it's well, I mean, some people know about it, but I'm gonna put it out there, but I'm gonna put it with its own part of her little life, cause she tried to make it seem like she was mad at me because I told her mom or made her tell her mom that she was pregnant. That's a lie. It didn't go down like that. I had a rational conversation with Valerie, and I would explain to y'all why I, you know, told her that we needed to go talk to her mom and tell her about it. And I sent my brother a message. You know, I sent him an email, you know, because obviously he's in the federal penitentiary. So I told him to call me as soon as, you know, he received my email, which he did. But anyway, she was in the video last night or yesterday, whatever time she posted it. She was talking about that. She ran up on me and slammed me against the brick wall, and that we started fighting. Guys, my sister was there, her mom was there. Like, first of all, she was pregnant, like she said in the video. Second of all, if I would have put my hands on her, I would have sent her to the hospital. It's not because I think that I'm all that when it comes to fighting. But look, I used to fight a lot, guys, and I'm very aggressive. And she was talking about that I was like licking like all like this when I'm angry, and when I'm going off and I'm ready to fight or I'm on fighting mode. Like, I don't look like this. I transpire and like I look fucking ugly, guys. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that she said that we fought, we never fought. Like, my sister pushed her, guys. My sister just put one hand out because she was trying to run up, and my sister was actually like, bitch, for real? Like, really? You know, she was like, are you trying to get your ass whooped? Because I would have tore her ass up, guys. Like, and I'm not even bragging. She's a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? And she would have been hurt. I would have hurt her. And I would have been in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm just like, I don't even know, like, what the hell. But anyways, I'm going to be back, and I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to go attend to my child, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to tell y'all what happened in San Antonio. I'm going to give you a little heads up. She did something so disgusting with someone in my family. But I'll be back. And that one's good. That one's really good. Yeah, she didn't even last at my cousin's house a week either. But yeah, I'll be back.